Yeah, absolutely. So I always start from my curiosity inbox. So I use Roam for my notes. And throughout the week, I read things, or even after this conversation, I might have some ideas, things that we discussed that were interesting. And so I take little notes on my phone when I go about my life. And all of that goes into my inbox where I have ideas in there. And so when it's time to write an article, I go in my inbox. And again, I use my curiosity to pick something that I find interesting. So again, it's never based on my current level of expertise. It's based on something I find interesting, I want to learn more about, and I'm hoping that the readers of the newsletter are also going to think that it's interesting. And in terms of the structure, so you're right, I do tend to follow, even though it's loose, and sometimes I will break that structure when the topic lends itself to it. But usually I will go with something like, in the introduction, why? Why is this interesting? Why do we care about this topic or this question in the first place? And to me, that's why I was interested, and also telling the reader why they should pay attention and read the rest of the article. Then the second section, usually I go into the science. This is the part where I go and read all of the research papers, and I try to condense this and distill it into the key insights from scientific research about this topic. And then in the last section, it's kind of the so what section where I try to make it actionable. You know why this is important. You know about the science, but what do you do with that? And I think this is what makes Ness Labs, I hope, so helpful to a lot of readers, is that I just don't write about the science. I also try to translate that into practical tools that people can use. And that section is very different, but it could be 3 simple tips that people can apply. It could be a tool. It could be a little change that they can implement, or a little experiment that they can run. This is the practical aspect, the takeaway of how they can use the science in their life and work.
Yeah, that's very